And meanwhile, in New Zealand, they might just ban cigarettes, like for everyone. They have this new plan unveiled earlier today to eventually ban all sales of cigarettes in the country, a decades-long effort unique in the world to prevent young people from taking up smoking. So they have a law. It would leave current smokers free to continue buying cigarettes, but it would gradually raise the smoking age year by year until it covers the entire population. Starting in 2023, anyone under age 15 would be barred for life from buying cigarettes. So for instance, in 2050, people 42 and older would still be able to buy tobacco products, but anyone younger would not. Now this is in addition to things like lowering the amount of nicotine in cigarettes, reducing where they can be bought, and raising their price. Right now, a pack of cigarettes costs a little over $20 US. So it is already very expensive. But Sabrina, they're just gonna literally ban it for everyone. What do you think?
Wow, I mean, from a health perspective, I think that's awesome. I wonder if in the meantime they're going to do that thing that other countries like Mexico have been doing where they put like the faces of dying people or like smokers' lungs on the package so that way when you buy it you have to look at it.
I wonder.
Because I think that is slightly effective. It's working over there, I believe, but I'm surprised that they're outright banning cigarettes eventually, or at least that's the goal. I think people are going to be mad, but I think they're going to be mad and live a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm torn. Obviously, there are good effects, and I think that limiting where you can smoke and making them more expensive. I probably wouldn't go in this direction. There are already concerns about rises in smuggling, and apparently some evidence that they're already smuggling, considering how expensive the packs are. I think pushing people in the right direction can, in some cases, be better than outright bans, but it is bold. I'll give them that. And meanwhile, Lynn. Meanwhile, in the UAE, they're doing something good for workers in this economy. The Gulf nation is transitioning to a 4.5-day work week with weekends to consist of Friday afternoon, Saturday, and Sunday. It would likely make the UAE the first nation to formalize a work week shorter than 5 days. And it also brings the country more in line with Western schedules, because up until now, the UAE has had a Friday and Saturday weekend, which is the standard in many predominantly Muslim countries for religious reasons. So they're going to be effectively taking away 1/2 day. And this is going to affect government workers and soon schools, and they believe the private industry will follow suit. First country in the world, not just to do tests, many countries have done that, but to actually institute it. What do you think, Sabrina?
I think it's a good start. I think the work week is way too long. I mean, even like the average 40 hours a week, like what time do you have left for sleep and your family or hobbies? Like I think it's way too long. So I think this is a good start. And I mean, to bring up like Mexico again, for example, it's not as bad in Mexico. Like there's definitely a more sense of like community, because people will straight up have like a long break in the middle of the day to go home and eat with their families. Like stores will close for hours at a time in the middle of the day. So I think that's why they're able to maintain a 5-day work week over there, but it's a matter of hours. So I think it's a great step in the right direction. But even like Friday afternoon, I mean, why go in on Friday at all at that point? You're only going to be there for a little bit.
I say, look at Sabrina, always wanting more. It's not enough to get a half day. Look, it's a start. If it works, maybe it'll be spread. I want to see it in more places. Progressives in Congress this week actually are backing a bill for 4-day work week. No one expects that it's going to happen anytime soon. America despises its workers. We'll be the literal last in the world. But if that is going to be the case, let's at least get to the whole rest of the world as fast as possible. And meanwhile, Lynn. Meanwhile, the world is about to get a black box. It's not technically black though. You can see a picture here of what the structure is going to look like, and so foreboding. The project is dubbed Earth's Black Box. It's a massive steel monolith that'll be built in a remote Tasmanian area. So what is this about? It's not just intended to look like it descended from the heavens. It's designed to be about the size of a city bus, made of 3-inch thick steel and topped with solar panels. And its interior is filled with basically hard drives. that gather climate change related data such as atmospheric carbon dioxide levels and average temperatures. It also uses an algorithm to scour the web for tweets, posts, news, and headlines, which terrifies me. It's designed so that when humanity finally falls, because we're too stupid to save ourselves, they will be able to look back, like with the black box on a plane, and find out what exactly took us down. So that's dark. What do you think, Sabrina?
All right, I think that's a pretty good idea. Be careful what you post on the internet. It's gonna live forever in the black box.
Yeah.
But
some
yeah,
alien's
I
gonna
thought
be like, "Oh my God, that's transphobic."
Oh no. But yeah, I mean, I don't see the problem with it. I think it's just a matter of like who's deciding what gets saved, or is it just kind of everything on the internet gets saved in there? That's what I'm wondering, like how it works.
Yeah, another issue with how it works is that apparently the storage drive data will only last for about 30 to 50 years. I think we're gonna have to get that a little bit up if we want the aliens to eventually see it. But I like the thinking, I like the idea, scientific community. I want us to be remembered after we've passed on. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.